You're welcome back to the Pulse on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. Now, a paternity controversy over a 2.5-year-old child has become the most talked about subject in Kumasi Osekrum right now, as 3 men are battling to claim ownership. One of the 3 men, Isaac Chebafo, who is a fresh university graduate, is accusing the mother of the child in question of deliberately pitching him against the other 2 men for her personal gains. Isaac Chebafo says he took responsibility for the pregnancy the moment his girlfriend Martha informed him that she was pregnant for him, and has since been providing for the boy's upkeep. Journalist Kwesi Deborah has more in this report.
Isaac says though a friend hinted him the lady had become pregnant, she herself never told him about it until when he was on national service in the Volta region. He says following a phone conversation, Martha visited him and told him he is the father of her child.
She
couldn't work with the money I gave her, but I told her I can't marry her. A year after accepting the responsibility for the 2.5-year-old baby boy, the woman backtracked and named 2 other people as being responsible for the child. Isaac is particularly worried his own friend is involved. Isaac is also worried about the investment he has made in the child.
I
used my national service allowance and the contract I had to cater for the child. I couldn't spend it on my family. Martha would not respond to phone calls for comment on the issue, but audio recording available to Joy News suggests she is unsure which of the 3 men got her pregnant.
I'll be a liar if I tell you I know the father of the
child. According to Martha, she had sexual encounters with all the 3 men in 1 month. For Joy News, Kwesi Deborah.
Talk about a bizarre story from Kumasi, and it's already become a subject for discussion in Osekrum. Well, these days, when a marriage survives beyond the first few years, it's seen as a rare phenomenon. Cases of infidelity in marriage have increased and have divorce rates. But ideally, should this be the case, isn't that the whole point of wearing a wedding band as a sign of undying love, trust, and loyalty, and to show your commitment to your wedding? Or is this no longer the case? Well, joining us today for a quick discussion on this issue are 2 ladies. To my left is Theophiline. She believes that the ring means a lot when it comes to helping to prevent infidelity. Also joining us, and to my right is Gladys Osoro, the very known face. She says, well, it doesn't change much. But let's find out the justification for both positions, and then we can begin the conversation here on the show. Let me begin with the one that justifies this, that the ring can change a lot when it comes to these things. Theophiline, why should wearing a ring automatically prevent infidelity?
I believe that the ring has to prevent infidelity because it's a sign of commitment that the couples have for each other, and also is the fear of the Lord that has been putting in you through the ring. So that I believe that it can do that.
Really?
Sure.
Gladys, you don't think so? Why is that?
So. It's the person and not the ring. You can wear the ring, but when you get there, what does the ring really do? Is there a secret camera on the ring that will put that fear in you? It's you. You make up your mind, and even before you get there, your mind is made up that is what you're in for. Okay. There is no accident in such situations.
Maybe you're looking at this from only one point of the one who's wearing the ring. How about those who may be interested? Because some ladies will see a guy with a ring and say, okay, this is off limits.
Exactly. You know, if the guys also see the women with ring, and especially those who are in for just fun, they will see, and some of them are so daring, they will still pursue. A few of them would even still go like, oh, she's married, oh my bad, but they still will pursue anyway, some way, somehow. They will grab your attention. And we have those who for marital purposes saw you and saw a wife in you, and so will be deterred on seeing the ring. Yeah. But if the woman makes up her mind that I am going in and that is just what I want to do, the ring is no stopper.
But again, Theophilus, you listen to what Gladys says. The argument is this: when you wear the ring, it may look as though you are responsible, but in fact, for other men or other women, considering where you look at it, they say that if the person wears the ring, it means he's responsible enough to get into that union, and so maybe they may be in for just a good time.
I don't want to maybe get into Gladys too much of what he's
Right,
he's
you
saying.
disagree, don't you?
I disagree with
Why?
that.
So give us the reasons then.
I have an example that I probably have to share
Share.
for us to understand.
Okay.
I know someone that before he went into marriage, he had this covenant with God, that God, I've been through a lady relationship for all these years. So this is the woman I want to marry. And for this reason, my love is in this woman. When I marry this woman, I am promising to you that from this day onwards, I shall never and ever go for any other woman apart from this beautiful woman you've given me.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying now, for 4 years now, this man has never and ever proposed to any other woman.
Is 4 years not too early?
It is too early. No, I believe that when you marry, for the first 3, 4 months to 6 months, if you are able to sustain the marriage, then you are through. To me.
That is to her, because
To
you
me.
see, she just confirmed what I just said, that it is the person and not necessarily the ring. He had a covenant with God that God, after marriage, that is the last stop for me, is the full stop. I am not going beyond the woman I am known from today onwards. And so it is him. So no matter what, psychologically, he has set that principle for himself that I am not seeing beyond the woman I have now.
But some will say that the ring will be a constant reminder.
Yes.
No, the ring being a constant reminder, for me, the ring is just a symbolic something to the world, to the public, that this person is fully taken and for good.
Yeah.
So you can't even look at her. But it doesn't stop you from going into extramarital affairs. It does not.
I don't know, but you know, when you have the fear of the Lord in you, there are certain things that you can do. When you really know where you are coming from and you want to get to a certain limit in life, you won't do certain things that any other person
That
will go
is the
through.
fear of the Lord, but
Yes.
it isn't the ring that stops you.
That is the
So
ring.
fear of
The
the
ring
Lord
is also a reminder.
It is a reminder, but
Anytime
it's not
you see
a
your
stopper.
ring,
The
and
fear of
even
the
the fact
Lord
that you have a beautiful
but
wife
you see,
and
the
kids
fear of
at
the Lord
home,
isn't even a
it
stopper.
won't even
Once you
force
have
you
the
to
fear
do
of the
anything
Lord,
else.
it's up to you to be principled enough to know that the word of God stops me from, that is worldly. I do not want to go worldly. That is where the fear of the Lord comes in.
But some say even in the church, when you say
happens.
these things happen. They wear the
Exactly.
rings,
Even the
but
pastor
they
who is
go and
preaching
do
it
these
is
things.
doing it. So, I mean,
Well,
for me, the ring
they
is
want
the
to.
stopper.
They want to. So
But
they
it
are
goes back to
strong
say,
Christians.
it is the person.
They are so-called strong Christians who will never and ever do what other people are doing.
Are they not in the minority?
Ah,
Are they not in the minority? Difficult to say, isn't it?
it might be.
Okay, all right.
You see, for me, I think that the ring is no stopper. I can wear the ring. In fact, we have people who wear it for fashion reasons, and even them, they lash more than anybody else. So for me, it's the person. When you make up your mind that I will not do this, everybody, no matter what, has the other side. You go into your room and you look in your mirror. The kind of thoughts, if we could all read your thoughts, then we all know what kind of person. As you sit here, if you're fantasizing, we don't know who you're fantasizing about.
Okay.
But you know it in your head.
Well, I'm not.
Okay, fine, but it is in you to decide that no, I will not, because it's a no-go area. That is the person. The ring will
Francis,
stop you.
You know, she comes in where I'm also coming from now. That if you made up your mind,
Yeah.
so when you really make up your mind, you will never go in for such things.
Okay, so tell me something. Let's practicalize this conversation. Both of you are married.
Sure.
So let's go with this.
Okay.
Theophil, let me start with you. If your husband stops wearing his ring,
Yeah.
what would that mean for you?
He will never do it. And if he should, it means that there is a click somewhere.
Which is what?
That I should be looking for something that I need to find.
Okay, maybe he went to the washroom to wash his hands, took it off, and
It
forgot to
depends
wear
on
it.
how long this ring has been taken off.
Yeah. How long
If
would be
it's
acceptable
just-
for you?
I'll be watching him for some time. In fact, I will examine him, and I won't even ask him the first day that I realize that there is no ring on him. It will take some time for me to ask. And before I do that, it means that I have my source of information that I can fight him with.
Fight, you say?
Sure.
You fight him.
I'll fight him
because he's not wearing a ring,
yeah.
even though he's being faithful to you.
And that's what I'm saying, that before I will ask any question,
Yeah.
I will make sure that I gather my information before I go on to
Sounds
do
like a
this.
lawyer to me. Gladys, for you, you're also married. You're saying that if your husband doesn't wear his ring for what? Maybe 6 months to 1 year? Never mind.
Reason counts a lot here. Why he's not going to wear it for that long. It has happened before for a genuine reason, and so you can't fault him. For me, it is trust that is the base. This is just symbol. And we can do without it, and our love will still be stronger.
I see. You just said two things in one. You say that if he's not wearing it for a particular reason, which has happened before, then you will begin to understand. So it means that it is important for you that he wears it. Is that not it?
It is important because we both swore an oath, and we swore it with this.
Yeah.
That is a symbol. That is a sign that we are both taken for good. And so it is just a reminder to others, but not a stopper.
I see you blend the conversation here.
Yeah.
You're on one side. and the other
She's
as
on
well.
my side.
Your
A
question
little of hers
is,
as
will
well.
the ring stop you from being immoral? And
Yeah.
I am telling you that it will not stop you.
It will not stop you.
It is just a symbol that tells the whole world that this person is fully taken, is married.
Have you had an experience where a guy walks up to you, you're married, but still wants to hit on you?
Francis.
Have you had that before?
Francis.
I'm coming. Let's just have an answer there.
Okay, so I won't have to lie about this.
Yeah.
Yes, you do have guys who won't even see. In fact, when your producer approached me,
Yeah.
she asked me, when did you start wearing a ring? And I have always worn it for as long as I have been here. I don't remember the last time I took my ring off.
Yeah.
And she said, really? I have never taken notice of that. I said, I have never taken off my ring. So if a woman should even suffer from that, then I have guys who come and do not see the ring.
Yeah.
But the moment I prompt them it's on, then they apologize and go.
All of them apologize and go.
Majority of them, some are stubborn.
They still pursue it. Same account for you as well, Kofi?
As much as they want to, they do try.
They do try.
Sure. So just as she was saying, a lady in our office she was like, I thought you were not married. And I said, really? I do. I have case. She said, I thought you were like 20, 18, 19. Oh yeah, I am not.
Forever young, isn't it? Okay, so ladies, let's agree here. You say that wearing a ring is important. You say that it won't stop you from doing it. So for any guy or for any partner in a marriage, what do they do? Prioritize the ring or have a forever test of faithfulness?
I think the forever test of faithfulness is very important because the ring is just a symbol. But what you share between the two of you is what matters most. First, the fear of God, as she said, plays a good role in both of you preserving what you have together. Second, the trust between each other. Third, the friendship that you both share is a good reminder for each other. You never stay apart.
Yeah.
The moment you begin to stay apart, the ring is just something you have on. So for me, the ring does not really matter. It is what you two share together, the mutual understanding, the respect that you two have between each other, the trust that has been well established is what keeps the relationship live.
Tiffany?
I agree with her for what she's saying.
Now you're beginning to work.
No, I'm not with her, but for what she just said.
Yeah.
That you need to have trust for your partner, just that he also will have the same for you. And also, since the ring is a symbol between the two of you, I believe that when there's this relationship, tied friendship among you, and then you do common things together everywhere you find yourself, it makes it work. And it's so lovely to be a friend to your husband. When you are a friend to your husband, it's so sweet. I encourage married people to be friends to their partners.
Okay, so you were saying that if there's any evidence that is gathered that suggests that your husband not wearing the ring means something is happening, what's the worst you do to him?
The worst?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll fight him to the extent that it will be too much to the extreme.
Where fight means what? You shout on top of your
a fight in a romantic way.
What's the romantic shout?
Answer.
What's that about? Bieja.
Yeah.
How?
You want to know Bieja?
Yes.
Join me, I'll let you know.
I can't join you for this kind of anyway, so thank you ladies for coming today. Clearly, this issue has become funny. Consider what we've seen in Ashanti region, in Kumasi, as regards this fidelity test. A woman gives birth to a child, 3 men pop up and say, well, we are responsible for this kid. I'm sure that DNA test may come with the results, but the conversation will still linger. I'm sure you have your own thoughts about it. You can also share your views with us on our social media handles.
Can I share mine here?
Yes, you can. Why not?
This lady is hot. She's damn hot. Because you see people out there are some women who can't even find one father for their child.
Sure.
She has 3 men owning that pregnancy.
Fighting for it.
She's so strong a woman. That is woman power.
No, but see, you only look at it from
the
one
same
end. What about
time,
the other side?
I would say she's a bad woman.
She is, but you
For 3 men to come.
put Bible aside.
Really? She should put that other side on
You hear
this?
me say that one?
No, but you say that she's bad. Why?
It means that she's not committed. And she's not someone you can trust.
If there's a promissory ring on her finger, it hasn't done
Yes.
anything. She's gone beyond that one.
Beyond
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
The ring is no stopper.
No, but again, maybe it could be that this person is not in marriage.
I'm sure
It's
she's
in a
not married.
relationship. Yeah.
So she has this opportunity and then trying to
She has
do
explored
all the
her
men
freedom.
around. Yeah. And it's not nice. It's not beautiful. It's fake.
It's not godly.
Sure.
But
not godly.
it can work for some people, isn't it?
It has worked for her.
Okay, thank you ladies for coming today. I'm sure you have enjoyed this conversation. We'll come back after this short break and bring you some videos for today. Very interesting ones, especially from the Vice President of South Africa. They've tried hard enough with the HIV/AIDS campaign, but now they're stepping it up with a new brand of condom. We'll tell you about it after the break. Stay with us. You're welcome back to the Pulse and the Joy News channel on Multi TV. Now to our video of the day. Well, in South Africa, the government has tried all its best to deal with the rising numbers of HIV/AIDS prevalence. Now they are adopting a new approach. And the Vice President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, has spent some time in Parliament to explain this new way of dealing with HIV. Watch this.
We also, through the Minister of Health the other day, launched a much broader one. A broader one which is aimed at scaling up prevention in our country. The Minister of Health was able a few months ago to launch a new condom, and I brought some examples here. A new condom which is called the Max condom. The Max condom is in response to what a number of people were saying. They were saying that the other condom that had been introduced by government did not smell so well, and it made a noise whenever it was used. Now, through scientific development, we were able to develop a new condom which is called Max. The Max is for maximum pleasure, maximum protection, and it does not make noise at all. And it comes in different flavors. If you want a grape flavor, you can get a grape flavor. If you want an apple flavor, you can get an apple flavor.
Yes, a point of order. What's the point of order, Honorable Sultani?
Who cares to listen to noise at that time?
That's not a point of order, Honorable Sultani. Honorable DP, are you through?
No, just to make a response that the issue of noise, Honorable Speaker, was reported by users. The people who used to use the old condoms approached the Ministry of Health and said, these make noise. Could you have condoms that make less noise? So members, please help yourself. We've now got condoms which we expect we can all use for maximum pleasure and protection. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Chewani.
Right, so that's the new one in South Africa, trying to deal with HIV prevalence with a new condom called Max, the noiseless one for those in South Africa. That'll be it for our show today. For more news, you can log on to myjoyonline.com. That's where you find all the trending news and breaking stories. My name is Francis Aban. Thank you for your company here on The Pulse. We'll do it again next week, Monday.